Right, welcome back to the channel. So we're on the putting green here at Hale Golf. I'm going to talk to you guys about some putting drills that I often use when I get the chance to practice, why they might benefit you and why you should be using them. Let's get into it. So set up a little station, a fairly straight putt, a little bit up the hill if you can, roughly about 2 putter lengths away from the hole. And this drill is all about feel. So putting, obviously there's technique in putting and you need to have a decent stroke in order to hold putts, but there's also an element of feel. So what you're going to do is there's 3 different sets. So the first set is going to be holding putts just with your right hand. Okay, you're going to try and hold all 4 or however many balls you want to use. I'm using 4 today. So try and hold 4 putts out with just your right hand. Then you're going to move to your left hand, same location, same distance, 4 with your left. And then you're going to set up to that ball, get yourself lined up, and from there you're going to close your eyes and try and hold that putt as well. So you've got, what's that, 4, 8, 12. You've got a score out of 12. Obviously the goal is trying to get 12 out of 12, but it's a good way to benchmark your putting. So one week you could get 8, then you try and build that the next week and so on and so forth. So we're going to kind of speed that up today, see how many I can get out of 12. So that is 2 out of 4 with just my right hand. Again, I haven't done this drill since I was at TGC, which is about 3 years ago now, but it's a really good drill to have a feel. 4 out of 4 with the left hand. Maybe I should just keep putting left-handed from now on. So Jordan Spieth, who keeps his eyes closed? Oh, he looks at the hole. Jordan Spieth looks at the hole. We're going to close our eyes. Nice, so 3 out of 4 with the eyes closed, which is pretty good. So that was a total of, what did I get there? I missed 3, didn't I? So I got 9 out of 12, which is pretty good in terms of I haven't done it for a long time. And I think it is a fantastic drill to improve your feel, and feel in putting is a big element. It's not just technique. I've seen people with not the best technique, but great feel. And this is pro game, and they're fantastic putters. So just remember, it's not all about putting mirrors and gates. Okay, so drill number 2. Again, a drill I used to do when I was playing. This is more of a, not a point scoring one like the last one, it's a completion drill. So you have to complete the drill in order to move on, okay? So there's 4 different stations, and I'm using here some lovely rocks, tees, anything, it doesn't matter. You just got to make sure they're set out and they're placed. They're placed a club length away. So the first one 1, second 2, 3, 4. So 4 club lengths away is the longest putt we're going to hit within this drill. Now let's move it to this first putt. Okay, so let's say I hold this first putt. Okay, now I'm going to move on to number 2. So let's say number 2, I go to hold it, but I leave it short. If I leave that putt short, I'm then going to have to move back to putt number 1. Okay, now if I try and hold this putt, I miss it, and it goes in between the hole and the alignment stick, then that's okay. I'm going to have another chance at number 2. I stay on that one. Now, if I miss the putt and I hit the alignment stick at the bottom or at the end, I'm going to move back to number 1. So this is all about holding putts, but good pace as well. So we don't want to leave anything short. Again, you're not going to give it a go if you do that, but we also don't want to fire it 6 foot past. We want to try and get within that kind of foot distance away, inside foot distance away from past the hole. Some people say 6 inches, some people say 12. It doesn't matter, it depends what you want to do. You can move that alignment stick to what you want to achieve. Okay, so let's see if I can complete this drill. So I failed on the fourth one, I'm not going to keep you unbelievably bored while I try and do it. It would take quite a long time. Again, the beauty of this drill is you can tailor it to yourself. So you can go more stations, you could have less stations, you could have more of a gap, less of a gap. That alignment stick closer or further away, it doesn't matter. You can tailor that drill to yourself. Make it as hard or as easy as you like, but what you want to remember is you don't move on from this drill until it's completed. And that's the important thing. It's making these drills similar to a golf course situation. Now you could say that isn't, because you've got different stations at the same hole. But what it does simulate is pressure. So let's say you've been on this drill for 45 minutes and you're about to snap your back because you've been bending over for so long. You want to finish it, you want to go home. So if you're on that fourth putt and you've been there for 40 minutes and you want to get home, you are going to feel a little bit nervous because you want to go home. And that's what we want to do on the golf course. The course, there's going to be pressure putts. Yeah, you're going to step over a putt that is going to be for a birdie and lots of points, or a par save that you need, and there's going to be pressure. If we can get ourselves used to that pressure situation, we're going to be able to deal with them better on the golf course. A problem I see from too many players when they're warming up playing golf is this, right? Is this where you get 3 balls out your bag, you drop them, and you just hit to random holes, and you just do this for 10 minutes before you play, not really thinking about it, just hitting putts to various holes, and then you get on the golf course, you got a maybe it does work. You got a 4-footer on the first hole for par and you miss it because it's pressure. You haven't put yourself in that situation. You haven't practiced that. Don't just get 3 balls out your bag and hit putts to random holes. Do drills, use a putting mirror, learn technique. Don't just hit random putts, put yourself in that situation. So those 2 drills there are a fantastic way to practice your putting. First one great for feel, second one great for pressure. Obviously technique can come via a putting mirror, and I'll be doing separate videos on how to use a putting mirror properly, but that'll be for a future video. So it gives you some ideas and some drills to use, drills you should do. Try and implement that into your practice rather than just hitting random putts. So I hope that all makes sense, and I will see you all in the next video.